What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another installment of Afrocast. My mic is... Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry, my mic was being weird. That was awful. Anyways, welcome to another installment of Afrocast. Yeah, we're hanging out, chilling. I was gonna maybe play something tonight, but I wasn't sure. I know we still have Sleeping Dogs to play through. But I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I'm just yeah. And then of course I get a text message just as that happens from someone. There we go. Anyways, so I hope you guys are all doing well. We're getting really close to Christmas, right around the corner here. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a chat stream again. You know, we might play something later if there's just like, you know, I mean, if the whim is there, if the will is there, but we may just also just talk for a while, you know. First and foremost, I want to address a bit of controversy that happened today. A certain person running a certain stream called, you know, we're not going to name it out loud, okay? But a certain person, okay, who runs a big YouTube channel, a series of big YouTube channels, and runs a really popular show, you know, about a snake. May have to do with a cobra. Who knows? You know what? No, fuck it. Jeremy tries to sit there and be like, oh, Epic Mike's in my chat. Epic Mike whined and cried like a bitch because he wanted attention from me. And he cried and whined like a beta bitch. Motherfucker, that's not what even was. That's not even what happened. Listen, you can go on your show and say all the shit you want. Jeremy last night on Tuesday Night's Main Event was like, I always read the chat. I read everything in the chat. I see everything that happens in my chat. And I said, yeah, well, sometimes I show up in your chat and say hi and shit, and you don't see it. And he goes, oh, I see everything. I see you. I just don't want to acknowledge you. Okay? So I pop up in the chat today to talk shit to Jeremy as per usual. Okay? Call him a homosexual and call him all kinds of names. And as per usual, he doesn't see it until the chat starts tagging me in the chat saying, Epic Mike, hey, Epic Mike, hey, Meek, hey, how's it going? And he goes, oh, Epic Mike's in the chat? Is he in the chat? He doesn't even see me, which proved my fucking point. And then he turns around and goes, he just wants me to acknowledge him in chat all the time. Motherfucker, I don't care if you acknowledge me ever. Never speak to me again. If it happens, it happens. The issue is, you don't see me in chat. Because you're too busy. You're too successful, Jeremy. You can't see everybody in chat anymore. Okay? You've reached that point. I can barely keep up with my own fucking chat. I know your ass ain't keeping up with that entire chat. Don't even pretend. Now you read super chats. Yeah, okay. I'm talking about every individual fucking chat. I can't keep up with it. There ain't no way he's keeping up with it. It wasn't even a knock on the guy. It was actually an acknowledgement that he's so fucking successful at this point as a streamer that he can't talk to everybody like he wants to. And instead, he took it like an insult and then acted all as fucking spurged out on his Cobra cast about it. Much love to Jeremy. Shout out to D-Day Cobra. All right, anyways, let's say hi to the chat. Speaking of that, Z Highness, first one in the chat. So you know what you get. Get a nice little soul glow.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby.
Thank you so much for being here, Z Highness. Good to see you. Naruto the 7th says, hello, Epic Mike. I hope you had a good day today and are doing well. I am doing very well. I appreciate you being here. Good to see you. My Creative Arsenal says, salutations, Mike in chat. What's going on, my Creative Arsenal? Appreciate you being here. Good to see you. Good to hear you in chat. Good to see you in chat. I can also hear you. Kind of. Ish. Sort of. D-Matt says, Well, well, well. Fancy meeting you all here. What's going on, D-Mad? Welcome in. Nearsighted Cyclops says, in early again, no late fee. Yay, I can keep my kneecaps. I was never going to hurt your kneecaps. Obscura Mask says, bro, still can't get over the fact that Grok called you fat. Listen, I'm having a day, okay? I lied when I said it was a good day, okay? I'm not having a good day. Me and Grok got into it a little bit, okay? We're going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but we should probably talk about it. It's important. It's important to acknowledge our failures. It's important to acknowledge when we are doing well and when we're not doing well, okay? This has been a whole fucking thing all day today. Stupid me for talking about it and even engaging in all this shit. I should have known there was going to be some stupid shenanigans that happened today. And instead of just staying out of it, I fucking went with it. Talked about it. Let me find this real quick. And you know what? I kind of blame Savvy for all of this, okay? I kind of blame Savvy. Like, I know I didn't have to engage in all of this, but I kind of blame Savvy because of this. So I'm gonna show you what happened, okay? There's a story to this, okay? So I'm fucking chilling on X. I'm just fucking scrolling around. We'll get back to saying hi to everybody in a second. Scrolling around on X, chilling, maxing, relaxing, all cool. And I see Savvy post this. Describe me in 2 words to Grok 2. It says, curious individual. She says, honestly, perfect. So my stupid ass decides, you know what? I'll pull up Grok myself. I'll say, hey, Grok, describe me in 2 words. So I get my response that I don't immediately share. I almost threw my phone when it described me in 2 words. Savvy, being the based individual she did, said, I assume it had something to do with extortion or dogs. That would have made sense to me. That was the response it gave me. Epic and rotund. Now, I'm going to get into why that made me actually legitimately kind of mad in a second. But then the not as actually mad thing was that it called me fat. Like, fuck you, Grok, okay? And this was my response to that. Just zero effort. You just stole words and shat them at me. That's what it felt like, okay? So that's what happened, okay? Now I'm already fucking devastated enough as it is. And I could have just let sleeping dogs lie, okay? If you'll indulge the pun here for a second. But instead, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't let it go. No, I didn't stop talking about it. Nope. I fucking posted it on Twitter for everyone to see. I'll read my tweet to you. I know a lot of you have already seen this. Fuck Grok. Bitch ass AI ain't even try. Just spat words at me like an adult exhaustedly answering a child. Elon Musk, we got beef. And you know what? We do got beef. Okay? Because that's all it gave me was epic and rotund. Fuck that fucking AI, bro. Fuck Grok. Bitch ass AI have an ass. Okay? Here's why it actually bothered me a little bit. Okay? Not getting called fat. I call myself fat all the time. I don't give a fuck about any of that. What bothered me was the fact that I had used the word rotund the other day as a joke describing myself to someone else in response to, I think it was Comics Division or something. Somebody posted something about, somebody showed that clip that we showed on Tuesday Night's Main Event of the big guys playing soccer against the small guys, and somebody said Comics Division versus Epic Mike. And Comics was like, oh, are you implying Epic Mike is big or large or whatever? And I'm like, implying, like I am. I'm rotund. I said that shit. That's funny, but what bothered me about it is, not that it used it at me, but I have noticed that there is a massive recency bias with Grok, where if you ask it things or you ask it questions, typically what it does is it'll just go with the most recent things that you tweeted about, and it'll take highlighted words and things like that, and that's what it'll use in response to you when you ask it things. So if I ask it, hey, can you describe to me this, or can you describe to me that, or describe me in this many words or whatever, it'll use things from recency, or like tell me about Epic Mike or whatever. And I'll say, okay, it'll say, oh, Epic Mike is blah, 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 blah. And a bunch of the stuff that it'll say is all recent shit that has been tweeted about or talked about. That's what bothers me, is the recency bias. I just lost a ton of my chat here. So I'm going to go through. If I didn't say hi to you, I very much apologize. Keep popping into chat here, because I am so fucking far behind that I'm just fucking, it's gone. Like, all of it's gone. I see Vex Fears over on Kick with the dancing Ewoks and the dancing bees. So that's my response there. But yeah. So I don't know. Fuck Grok. That shit needs to be fixed. But we're gonna catch up with chat here. I saw Disbrew popped up in chat. He's talking shit to me, hurt my feelings. Hold on here. Let me go. That intro, bro, it looks great, man. What's up, Don Gaming Live? I appreciate you, bro. Meek, it's my birthday. Leave my family alone. Well, I am. Yeah, I guess I'll leave them alone for now. I guess I'll do what I can. What's up, Apollo Monopoly? Good to see you. Normally I say hi to everybody. I'm not gonna be able to catch up. What's up, old Renaissance Boomer? Everyone, please remember to smash that like button on the way in, or Mike will put you on the naughty list. That's true, because I am permanently on the nice list now. So, thanks, Mike. We love the new apartment you set up after the papers passed on our house. I hope that evens up for the past year's membership. That's fucking wild, chick. I can't believe that. Vex Fear says, Mike, you're muted. That hurts my feelings because I'm not muted. They got Jeremy earlier, though, and it's fucking hilarious. Ghost Meteor says, finally caught the live. I never get notifications. It's annoying. Yeah, YouTube hates me, so. Yeah, it's kind of fucking funny. I got, yeah, they got Jeremy earlier. They told him he was muted, and he was like, am I really muted? And he checked his fucking stream, and he's like, I'm not fucking muted, so. Mike didn't get a text. He just wants us to think he's important. I'm not important. What's up, Shaggy Rogers Book Review? Meekus, Merry Festivus. Hey, well, there you go. Why are there no telephone books in China? Because all the wings and oh my gosh, someone might wing the wrong number. That's crazy. What's up, Rough Night? Good to see you in chat. I know Disbrew's in here. Jeremy doesn't want to acknowledge that Super Switch is the better name. Yeah, 100%. So, very quiet, Mike. Am I quiet? I'll turn myself up a little bit. Jeremy abandoned Kick, so I never get notifications of his streams now. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't know. Kick is kind of dead right now. I'm considering shutting it down myself. I don't know. Occasionally I get memberships over there and stuff, so it's like, it's nice to have it, but yeah. What's up, Wicked Virtue? Good to see you in chat. Hi, Wicked. Can't believe she's still out here watching my streams. Disper says, Mike out here just raw dogging his hair. Yeah, my hair, like right now, see, I fell asleep just before this stream. I took a nap. So it's like nap hair, like I was like laying and moving around and stuff. So it's all like, it was all fucking flat and shit. And I'm just like trying to pick it back out. I don't know. It's a fucking mess right now. Soul Glow is an answer to Pop Culture Jeopardy question I watched the other night. Well, there you go. Jose Taco says, what's on the schedule for tonight? Shooting the shit, man. Shooting the shit. What's up, Smokey One Kenobi? Good to see you, man. He was never going to take your kneecaps. It's your pinky finger first. This brewer knows what's going on. He knows what's up. Mike, my wife wanted to ask you if she can stop doing OnlyFans now since she raised enough for your $500 super chat. Roblox head Leslie Headland. I didn't know your wife was doing OnlyFans. I'm very sorry that she felt like she needed to do that. This is what happens when you don't play Marvel Rivals. All right, I will get on Marvel Rivals. I'll download it tonight. All right. I will download it tonight. Horror host for 10. Oh shit. Let me play this sound again. Here we go. Says, here's your payment to not flame me alive and wear my skin as a cloak. I would never do that. Would you fuck me? Because I'd fuck me. Goodbye, horses. I'm just kidding. What's up, Reign of Horror? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Um, what will be? Silly Mike, we hide our failures, bury them deep down where no one will find them. No. I can't do that. It's okay, roly poly oly. Tomorrow's another chance to do some cardio and burpees. That hurts. Binary Recoil. What's up, Will Be? And what will be and Binary Recoil over on Kick? Shout out, man. Good thing Mike isn't a Night Lords fan. Yeah. I know, right? Mike, I wanted to know if I could stop being cameraman for Roblox head Leslie Headland and their wife. It's getting weird. They pay me in meme coins. Oh my god, dude. Savvy is the root of all evil. That's pretty nuts. Rotund is way better than corpulent. That's true. Or just fucking fat. It just says fucking fat in 2 words or whatever. Yeah, I didn't say that. So we all know Mike doesn't allow dogs to sleep. Oh my god, dude. Charles Devane in chat pops in. Hail Meek, oh yeah. The cream of the crop when it comes to streaming. Oh yeah. And remember that Jeremy is a flaming homosexual. Oh yeah, D-Day Cobra specifically. D-Day Cobra Jeremy, flaming homosexual. He's on fire perpetually with gayness. Oh yeah. And Beardo is a retarded ass pussy who's afraid of Savvy. Thank you so much, Charles Vane. Appreciate you. You have to admit rotund is a good underused word. That's true, but I used it first and then Grok was like, you know what? That's a pretty good word. That's why I'm kind of pissed about it. So I'm not big boned. I am rotund. That's wild. Epic Rotund. Oh my god. It's a goddamn conspiracy, says Escapo. It's true. It is. This person's gonna start using Rotund now. I hope so. See, Grok was agreeing. Oh my god. It's fucking wild, dude. I'm dying. Dude, I couldn't fucking believe it. I was legitimately shook. I was like, that motherfucker you fucking called me fat. And then the worst part, you know what? It got worse. Okay, you know what? I wasn't going to even say anything about this. I wasn't going to fucking say anything about this, but this is even fucking worse. All right? I needed a pick-me-up after that because I felt bad. I was depressed, sad. So I talked to Grok more. Somebody had actually DM'd me and said, stop talking to Grok. So I fucking messaged Grok again, and I just simply asked it, do you think I'm pretty? Okay? I needed to pick me up. I needed to feel better about things. I asked Grok, do you think I'm pretty? And Grok answered, beauty is subjective, but based on the confidence and humor you express in your post, I think you carry yourself with an attractive presence. It just said, you have a really nice personality. I fucking hate this fucking AI, bro. I fucking hate this AI, bro. I did say that me and Grok are good now, but I was lying. Me and Grok got beef, bro. Major fucking beef, bro. I was so fucking pissed. This Bruce says, gonna defend straight thou'st rotund visage. That's wild. Epic Rotund, please don't do this to me. I never thought Epic Mike was rotund, big boned maybe. Oh my god, dude, don't do this. This is why he's the pay me now chief of the grift line. Low energy Grok, please Grok. Hearthstone, it says cool story, bro. All bots have recency bias, do they? Am I quiet still? I might be a little bit quiet. Albert Rodriguez says, Mike, calm down. No, you fucking calm down. It take too many server farms for bots to have a memory. That's fair, but I thought that it would actually try. See, it does reference tweets, but I've actually even tested Grok to be like, hey, describe me or describe X, Y, or Z before this year, like before 2024, or like describe me based on my tweets between 2020 and 2023. And it won't do that. It typically will just use recent tweets and recent stuff like that. It doesn't actually look back at that stuff. I thought it had the capability to do that. I think some AI and stuff do, but Grok is a lot faster than other AI in its response time, I've noticed. But that's typically because it's responding to things really recent. So Wicked Virtue says, careful, Disparu is in here. I'm always careful. I've never said anything that would embarrass myself. Double Hawk says, on the 8th day of Meekmas, the chat must pay him 8 healthy kidneys. That's crazy. Hi, Sissy. Welcome in. I didn't see you. Your name disappeared in chat before I could get to you. But how are you doing, Sissy? I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you a lot. Give Sissy that bucket. I can do that. Yes, it's quieter than usual, says Anna. Okay, I will fix that. Mount Mutt for $4.99 says, could be worse. Could have left out the period between Epic and Rotund. That's true. You're not muted. You're just really quiet. Are you still in Mario Kart mode? That's probably what it was, is my sound was still in Mario Kart. You sound good now, Mike? Good. I want to see Mike with straight hair. I have a post of me with straight hair on Twitter somewhere. You got to find it. I actually straightened my hair once before, so. Uh-oh. I just got to... Mike out here baiting someone to say some shit, calling his hair nap hair, right? And Dingus beat me to it. So your hair is nappy. God damn it. Disper just messaged me. He said, describe the Epic Mike in 2 words without using the word rotund. And it said epic and charismatic. So I think it felt guilty. That's fucking wild, dude. Oh my god. Don't call him fat. What do you think about him if you don't say anything about him being fat? That's crazy. Tulsa Kang Mazza for 5 says, time for the grift. Here's a portion of the debt owed to you. Just don't break my knees just yet. I'm not gonna break your knees. Yeah, you can't take the kneecaps first because then they can't work to earn the money. Oh my god. What's up, Beampad? Welcome in, man. I didn't actually expect him to play it. Yeah, well, you know, I got you. I'm always looking out for you guys, you know. Debbie AUS says, good afternoon, Epic Meek. Wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and a fabulous New Year. I almost said fantabulous because I like that word. So, is it wrong when Epic Mike started discussing the whole Grok Rotund thing? My mind went right to Comicus and Caesar in History of the World Part 1 and Dom DeLuise. Did he say pig, fat pig? That's not wrong. It's okay. Mike said he's going to send people from his crew to break our knees. Quick, empty your pockets of change. No, like, this person said morbidly brave. Fucking hell, bro. You guys are killing me. All right, I'm almost caught up with chat. Was that Trump impersonating Randy Savage? No, that was just Randy Savage. When I had to run to the bathroom, did Mike skip over chat? I skipped a lot of the chat because the chat thing on Restream only has so much like time before it just starts disappearing. The chats just start disappearing. I was so fucking behind on chat that it just started disappearing. So I'm bummed now. This isn't even you have a nice personality. This is you walk like you think you have a nice personality. Confidence in it doesn't mean it's true. Listen, it hurts, man. Grok ain't into me. Apparently Grok's got a problem with me, bro. Bray Wyatt's real name was Wilhelm Rotunda. I think it could be wrong about the first name. That's actually kind of rad, man. Shout out to Bray Wyatt, man. I miss him. He was a fucking great wrestler. Great worker too. Horror Host says, Epic Mike about to make the EMP magnet from Breaking Bad and drive to X headquarters, right? I got to shut down Grok. It's out of control. What's up, Hogo? Welcome in. Grok is watching the stream and saw how upset you were about Rotund, right? Grok read the room. Mike ignoring chat. The new grift. That's not a new grift. I couldn't keep up. I'm just here waiting for Coomcast to start later. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate you being here, Hertz. I see I got to pay now for you to even glance at what I say. Damn, it's not a thing. Hope you washed your chicken before the stream. Don't wash your chicken. I saw Alexandra posting about that, and she was talking about washing chicken. Don't fucking wash your chicken. That's gross. Don't do that shit. That's fucking nasty. Do not wash your fucking chicken. That's gross, dude. That's, yeah, it spreads more disease. It's gross. DMAT says, Mike, I got news. I got the job. Hell yeah. Thank you for sending the Meek police to help persuade them. I did no such thing. I am a benevolent dictator, though. I mean, thank you for all the thoughts and prayers. Yeah, that's all it was. So, did you name your AI? I did not. That's the name of the AI on Twitter. It's called Grok. Never heard of anyone washing chicken until Americans. Yeah, I don't know what that washing chicken shit is. I think they're trying to get the slime off of it. But yeah, did we catch Mike scrolling chat 2 days in a row? Yeah. At this point, I cannot keep up with you guys. I cannot keep up with the chat at this point. I could barely keep up with it as it was. So Donna Hall says, just stopping to say hi on my way to bed. Good night, everyone. Hey, good night, Donna Hall. I appreciate you. But that's fucking rad. I love that you got the job. I don't know what a Grok is. It is the Twitter AI that you can talk to. I named my AI Mini Disp. That's actually a pretty good name. Real quick, just for Sissy. And actually for D-Mad for getting the job.
Chicken grease in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC, baby. It's my favorite. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. A finger licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou. The flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that touch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby, it's a chicken paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a southern mystery, project chicken, finger licking. Come and get it, that clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history, let's get lost. Oh, keep the coast low. KFC is the gravy gospel. Give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket.
There we go. That's all for you guys. Random Acts of Animation says, I have an annoying troll in my live stream today. How do you guys deal with trolls? So typically there's a couple ways to deal with them, but my favorite way is to mock and shame them. Depending on what they say. Like if you're breaking YouTube terms of service or shit like that, or if you're spamming the chat, you're just gone. Like get the fuck out. There's no reason for you to stick around. That's bad faith. If you're being an asshole, typically I'll just trade bars with them. I make fun of them. You know, whatever, blah blah blah. Like if I don't know for sure, I'll try to play nice with them at first to see. But if they get more aggressive, then you just make fun of them. Because then they have two options at that point. They either will go with it. Well, there's technically three options. They'll either go with it and they'll go, "Ah, man, you're cool, blah blah blah, chill," and then they become part of the chat and they hang out. Or they'll get more mad and then they'll just fucking leave because they get frustrated. The third option is if they just are just absolutely making a mess in your chat and just causing problems, fucking time them out. Time them bitches out. So that's Disper said it right there. You either use them for content or just block them. Just get them the fuck out of there if they're causing that big of a problem. So Old Renaissance Boomer for 5 says, Mike, take solace in the fact that when Grok breaks your heart, it will always lift up your spirit, pick you back up, even if it does take most of us.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Thank you for the 5, Old Renaissance Boomer. Are we just at the point of redoing jokes Mike blatantly skipped over? I'm sorry. Listen, I never skip over chat. You know this. I try to read everything. I can't keep up. Like at that point, it was going too fast for me to read comments and not start losing more comments than I was reading. Mike, haven't seen Ben in a while. Did he finally jumped into life fully, embraced it? No, I think Ben's just really busy right now. So especially around the holiday season, you know, he's got 15 kids. They're running around all over the place. It's a lot to wrangle. So, smash that like button like Rosie O'Donnell smashes a buffet. Damn. What's up, Bullet Train? Welcome in. I'm glad that cheered you up, Sissy. I appreciate you. I actually don't have anything to say. I just thought if I put money signs up, I'd grab your attention. Well, thanks, Agent Orange. Frickin' peas in my soul. Wow. Peas, huh? Mike, what did you get the wife for Christmas? I need ideas. I got her a brand new phone case that was like custom painted, like has like custom artwork on it that this lady did. And then I got her a figurine from her favorite anime, like a little like minifigure that sits on her desk from her favorite anime. I might get her some more stuff too, but I'm not gonna talk about that on stream. It was choke, not watch the chicken. Disparate. Goodness. Paul Monopoly says, damn it, Meek, you got this shit stuck in my head at random times. I'm glad. I'm very happy with that. Ace Mannington says, social media free since 2015. I respect it, bro. Getting free from social media, I fucking respect it. One of the main reasons I'm on X and stuff like that, one, because you can monetize it, and I still haven't got to the point where I can fucking monetize my X. Even though I had I met all of the qualifications for it for like 2 months, and it just would not let me apply. But yeah, I also use it for promotion for my channel. So, Rough Night says, mod me and I'll take care of it. There you go, man. I'm doing the laundry in the shower, stocking at work. Give me that bucket. I respect that. So, Guy Ladrill can kill a troll in under 5 seconds. That's true with a sword, man. Yeah. Meek's whole chat is a troll. I mean, at least turd. Tulsa King Mazza for another 5. Oh no. Please don't. Be nice. Says, oh man, Mike, why did I listen to you about washing chicken before cooking? I got super mega diarrhea. Now here's money to get rid of my diarrhea. Well, there you go. I'll play nice to a point. This dude was talking about signing my death certificate. Yeah, that kind of shit is not fun. Like it's like funny when it's like, oh, blah 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 or whatever, and you're like, oh, you're just being like bad faith. But somebody just showing up in your chat saying stupid shit like that, just like get them the fuck out of there. It's not even worth it, man. Call trolls rotund. That's funny. I want Epicverse to make a movie with the KFC song at the end as the final shot roll in credits roll. We'll see what we can do, man. Yeah, I'll see what we can do. Last time I washed my chicken, the shower got bits in it. Yikes. Binary Rico says, trolls like me. I clearly remember being back online for less than a week and brutally crushing a guy who was depressed in chat, talking about his girlfriend breaking up with him. I roasted him to ash and never saw him again, and I am proud of it. Well, damn. Well, there you go. Brimstone says, hi, Mike. Please. Hold on. There's a lot of energy here. Let me see if I can find that one response there. Fuck, I think I got rid of it. Oh my god, dude, I'm so bummed out getting rid of some of these. There we go.
Bro, please, bro. Why you do?
Please don't send men to my house again. My knees still hurt, and you took my 10-month-old puppy. I promise I will have the money next time. Can I please have my best friend back? I will ship your dog back to you in the mail. Dingus says, Ben got his feelings hurt by Jeremy and it ruined the vibe. Gonna move past that. Says he doesn't skip over comments, continues to skip over comments. Bro, you guys are fucking killing me, man. It's a very busy time for Benology. He's out terrorizing citizens of Whoville, slinking around, stealing presents, and telling children their favorite things are mid. It's wild. Give Mike a pick me up, but remember to lift your remember to lift your neck and not your legs. You know, we do appreciate how you interact with the chat. Makes the stream something truly special. So despite all the jokes from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to say fart noises. Thank you, Turd Wonderland Ferguson. I appreciate it. You guys are just brutal tonight. Anna says 90 plus watching and only 23 likes. Slackers. Yeah, can we get those likes up, please? Listen, it helps. It doesn't seem like it helps, okay, but it actually does help. YouTube does keep track of streams that have a really high like ratio. They do watch that, and it does help promote those videos. I also need to do a couple more videos. I'm actually going to be probably this weekend shooting a review for hopefully Sonic 3, but also for Secret Level. I have not finished all of Secret Level Part 2 yet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I loved Part 1 of Secret Level. I really fucking enjoyed it. It's really fun and I had a really good time. part 2 does not have the same kind of energy. There's parts of part 2 that are entertaining. The Mega Man episode is fucking rad, but ends super early. It's like 5 minutes long or some shit, like as far as the actual like action and stuff is concerned, which is a huge bummer. The concept of it is really cool. I watched the Outer Worlds one because I like the Outer Worlds game, but that was fine. That stream was, I mean, that short was okay. And then I haven't got to the other ones yet. I started watching, I don't know, I watched another one and it just wasn't that entertaining. I don't know. The first one just had an energy to it that the second one was missing. Like, it would have been better for part 2 to have had like the Pac-Man and the Armored Core episode in it. It felt like they saved the best, they put their best foot forward, put all the best episodes in the first part, and then put all the other stuff in the second half. And so it just wasn't as entertaining to me. I would have preferred there to be a little bit of a mixture of both so that you could go like, oh, I didn't really like this, but I like this. But I'm guessing they were worried that people weren't going to watch part 2. And so they put their best foot forward. Part 2's fine. I haven't finished it all. Maybe I'll be really surprised, but for the most part, I wasn't super impressed. I work in the film industry, didn't want to get fired by posting something by accident. That's very smart, Ace Mannington. Well, Ace, I also am trying to work into the film industry right now, the independent film industry. If you ever want to talk or you ever, or you can just want to touch base just so we can keep each other in contact, you can always email me at epicmikebusiness@gmail.com. That is my email. So I need to post like a link tree or something with my email and stuff on it. But yeah. Mike skips over people in the chat that haven't paid their Meek taxes. I don't do that. What's up, Nestor Pinalos? Welcome in. Monetize your ex. I tried. Like I said, I had the qualifications for it. It was like over 3 million impressions and some other stuff, and I had all of it, and it just would never let me apply. So I've heard of watching and then I wasn't taking a break on X. I just get fucking burnt out after a while because there's so much negative shit and people acting a fucking damn fool on this website all the time. And so sometimes it's like interesting, or when there's like a show I'm watching or there's a lot of discourse about something that I'm interested in, then it's like fun to talk about it. Other times I'm like, fucking hell, bro. Like sometimes it happens in all stuff, but like, you'll just see people jumping on like a topic, and like those people, like sometimes it's like people that are really well informed about stuff. When you're well informed about stuff, or you're coming up with intelligent conversations, or starting intelligent discourse about things, or just interesting discourse about things, that's one thing. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Then other times you can just tell somebody's just jumping on board of a thing because it's topical. And then it's like, fucking hell, bro. Like, because I don't know, man, and then you get people like, I did this the other day as just kind of a joke because I knew what was going to happen. I posted the sky is blue, and like, for the most part, a lot of people got the joke and they were like joking along with it and stuff like that. But then you got like some people that were like, because some people jokingly put like, well, actually, and stuff. And then other people were like, no, actually, you don't actually see blue. You're seeing all the other colors. You're seeing the reflection of all the other colors except the color blue, Mike, whatever. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, and typically I know that like you can tell when people are like not actually like trying to engage with you. They're just trying to be like opinionated fucks because they don't even like follow you. Like, I don't know. It's just like a fucking thing, whatever. I don't know. X is very hit or miss with me, and I get very quickly burnt out on that website. So, or on that app. I've heard of Watch Chicken from Caribbean people, but they wash it with lemon juice. I mean, like, if you're like soaking it in like some kind of thing that's gonna make it taste better, that's different. Thoughts on the teaser of the teaser of Superman? I actually have it pulled up here. We're gonna watch it in a second here. Shaggy Rogers book review says, sending love from upstate New York, dropping my last book review of this year this Friday. Well, hell yeah. Speaking of so you're in upstate New York, I saw Obscura Masks from Ohio, so that's rad. That's pretty close to Michigan. So Aaron Wolf says, Lord Griffington, hail. Hey Mike, did you ever play Disney skateboard game on the PS2? It's really good. Recommend it. I have not. I've never played that. Hunter says, greeting League of Extraordinary Victims. What's going on? What is the best Top Gear special, Epic Mike? I'm about to tell you something that you're not going to like to hear. I've never watched a single episode of Top Gear. It is on my list. I want to watch it. I'm interested, but I've just never gotten around to watching it. I've been told it's amazing, and I've just never watched it. So, Double Hawk says, every time I get told to hit the like button during a live stream, I hit the dislike and said, yes, I'm that guy.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Yes, at least we get to see our Meektator. Get it? Like a dictator. Yeah, I got the joke, Hunter. Thank you. Little man is so excited for Sonic 3. I am so excited for Sonic 3. Both of my kids are. Even my daughter, who's like, I don't like anything. I only like, Stranger Things and stuff like that. Even she's excited for Sonic 3. I fucking loved the first two. Don Mazza. That's Don Mazza. That's crazy. For 5 says, we can't say Mike is dislike Asians, not after what Beardo did during Tuesday night's main event. Also, Mike, I got another job for you that involves dogs in Hong Kong. Thanks, Don Mazai. I appreciate it. We'll be in contact, I'm sure. I did hit the like button. Please don't mistake me for a dog. Oh my gosh, dude, Jerry. That's wild. Episode 540K, bro. Dude, the 40K episode is the best episode. And there's 100% chance. I am almost 100% certain that the guy that did A Star Taste was behind that project. There's a lot of shots that mirror that project and stuff. He did such a fucking good job. No Kratos, but Concord episode. I haven't watched the Concord episode either. Side note, I totally called them using Pac-Man as a pilot for a new game, Shadow Labyrinth. I haven't heard about Shadow Labyrinth. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Shadow Labyrinth. That would be kind of cool. Let me pull that up here. Shadow Labyrinth. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's based on the short. That's really fucking cool. That's a smart way to do it. Mike secretly watched the Concord episode and repeat since it came out. I've never done that. You like the Pac-Man one? Huh. Did you not like the Pac-Man one, Mr. 809? Interesting. Speaking of washing chicken, I once had a silky chicken. The breed has weird feet and couldn't walk up the ramp in rain, so he just stood there in the rain. Had to come get him with a towel. That's kind of wild, dude. Mike getting on his knees for Hollywood? Fuck no. Nope. We don't sell out here. Rough Night also, you can reach me at chaz@epicverse.tv. There you go. Just got here. Did you see the Superman teaser today? I did. I'm about to watch it shortly. Best video game idea would be making a one-piece world-building game where you can create your own crew and boat like Pal World. That actually could be pretty rad. I would respect the hell out of that. So I haven't been on X since the election. I'm taking a long break. I respect that. What's up, Aaron Klein? Frank the Tank says, no, I love it. Love telling people who retarded they are on X. Also, night, Mike and chat. Got to work in the morning. Hey, have a good night, Frank. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I handled the production side. I've also been a model maker and armorer. We should network. Absolutely rough night. Yeah. I'm a model maker and armorer in Ireland. That's not, hey, we can make that work. I got to get over to that across the pond anyways to hang out with Disparu. I just got to avoid London because London sucks apparently. Ozone is actually blue. It's not just the water reflected. Well, there we go. See, I was right. I was fucking right. Most of my ex posts are giving Meek a hard time. That's true too. Is anyone playing the new Indiana Jones game? I haven't played it. I know Jay has played it. Who else is playing it right now? Rolo's played it. There's a couple other people that played it, but Jay and Rolo were the two main ones that I knew played it. So I feel Superman Legacy is gonna suck. Well, it's just Superman now. So watch Clarkson's Farm. That's also on my list too. I gotta check it out. I did hit the like button when I got here, so that was before anyone told me to. So you hit the like button and the dislike button? I respect that, actually. I'll email you. Same with Mike. Can't remember his email. epicmikebusiness@gmail.com. So, old Renaissance Boomer for 5. Say, I give you 2 likes each time. I switched to an old account for a moment to drop another like. By the way, Tubi's classic Doctor Who has the first 7 Doctors. Interesting. Well, I think they're also on HBO Max or whatever. So I'm confused, says Helsa King Maza. What is this secret level? It's a anthology of short films on Amazon based on video game properties. And it's pretty rad. It's done by the same guys that do Love, Death, and Robots, who also did one of the coolest werewolf shorts I've ever seen. I didn't like the Pac-Man episode. It doesn't reflect Pac-Man at all. I thought it was kind of an interesting concept. That's all. Got a super chat to see the trailer, fellas? No. The Pac-Man episode was less positive or negative as an experience and more just pure unadulterated what the fuck. I kind of dug that, I'm be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of rad. I do not have any subscriptions, so I cannot watch Secret Level unless I look for them on the 7 Seas. It's not a bad idea. I just know the Gronks did not like it very much, so it's interesting to hear otherwise. Yeah, I liked the, I know what people are gonna say about the D&D episode. They're gonna talk about DEI because there was like, a black female character in it and all this stuff like that. I don't think that was the case. I think naturally fucking D&D lends itself to that kind of thing. If you're gonna put diverse looking characters into something, D&D is the place to put them. Also they had like a little like short mage, like a hobbit or a halfling mage, and we have one of those in our game with called Pebbles in Curse of the Crimson Throne, so it's kind of funny to watch a character look like Pebbles. The D&D one I actually thought was rad because when they called it the Queen's Lair, I knew immediately what they meant by that, and I just was like, I just want to see it happen. So for people that don't want spoilers, I won't spoil it for you, but the D&D episode was pretty rad. That 40K episode goes hard in the fucking paint. That episode is so fucking cool. It is such a great, to me, it's a great representation of the Imperium and Space Marines in general. So I thought it was fucking rad. I get why maybe people didn't like some of it, but I liked a lot of it. I thought the Pac-Man episode was kind of cool. I'm not looking for there to be like a Pac-Man video game short film. I'm looking for like, what is the concept behind this? And I liked the concept of like this thing trapped in a maze trying to like eat its way out of the maze. I thought that was kind of rad. So I think Az played the new Indiana Jones game. Gotcha. I know X-Wing is playing it. Is he? Okay. I hit like, but turd and I hit dislike. Turdina hit dislike. Oh, gotcha. It's balanced. Perfectly balanced. Mahler and Az gave up on it. On the did they give up on the short or they give up on the Indiana Jones game? I love that Pac-Man one, dark version. I kind of thought it was good. Cool. What's up, Comics Dad? Good to see you in chat, man. Appreciate you. There's Doctor Who on Max. Yeah, on Max is, yeah, all the Doctor Who's on there. That's where I'm watching it anyways. London is an ever-expanding urban hellscape that no one can live in. There's so much stuff built there, being built, that is actually lowering southeast Great Britain and raising northwest Britain by millimeters a year. That's terrifying, dude. Gearmaster Gear says most of part 2 secret levels suck. Yeah, I wasn't really impressed by it so far. So was there a paraplegic Hagrid? There was not. There was not a paraplegic Hagrid. Yeah, that was a pretty funny post. Disper shared on X. Some guy was like, somebody just pitched to me this character and it was a paraplegic Hagrid. They're like, what do I do? And I was like, oh no. What's up, Hippie J? 40K is the best shit I've ever seen. Badass. Yeah. For the Emperor. 40K has what I love about elite units, where they all know the target priority. So when something more dangerous appears, they don't need to communicate. They just instantly turn and charge it. Fuck yeah. Reminds me of how I play first person shooters. Yeah, dude. They're like, oh, F and charge. Yeah, dude. It was so fucking cool, man. And like, they're just lockstep with each other. There's none of that. The best part about it too was this is gonna be a little bit of spoilers. It doesn't matter. I can spoil the whole fucking thing for you and it's still awesome. Because it's based on Space Marine, the one of the characters is Titus from Space Marine, the main character from the games. And when he was being trained, they described him, the narrator describes him as a child born without fear. And they're like, what could he become? And so there's a moment when all the Space Marines get attacked by this like chaos demon, this like demonic entity or whatever. and it kills 2 of the Space Marines like outright, just right fucking away. And it does it like entering their heads and giving them like this fucking nightmarish like vision, and that they fucking die from the nightmare or whatever. And then it fucking attacks Titus, and you have this moment where it's like, oh, just 1 second. It has this moment where the guy that mentored Titus, who's the leader of the squad, like sees him, and it's like, what could someone would become, a boy without fear become, or a man without fear become, or whatever. And it shows him being like consumed by chaos, becoming this like chaos marine. And then he's like, fuck, that's like my worst fear can come true. And then it goes into Titus's head, and like he's like, no, fuck that shit, like I'm loyal to the fucking Emperor. And like, dude, it was so fucking rad. It was one of my it was so fucking cool, dude. Part two was definitely sad. Have you watched Hell's Reach 40K movie on YouTube? It's awesome. I have it saved. So I do have it saved. I got to check it out. All right, 1 second. I got to go help Lady Epic with something. Guys, I will be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Can you give Mrs. Comics Dad a shout out? She's watching with me while wrapping gifts for next week. She's working hard. Hey, shout out to Mrs. Comics Dad. We appreciate you letting Comics Dad hang out here with us. And shout out to being awesome wrapping presents. I bet they're awesome presents. So shout out to you. I hope you guys have an excellent Christmas together. And shout out to Comics Dad for being rad and awesome and being also a bright spot in the chat at all times. Thank you guys for watching. Much love to you. There you go. Mauler both as only the game. See, I wouldn't give up on it. I don't know that it's worth giving up on. I just would be like, yeah, it wasn't as good. So, what's up, Can Man? Welcome in, bro. Well, you know what that means.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
They did Helldivers dirty? I didn't see that there was a Helldivers episode of Secret Level. Interesting. And then what did I think about the Unreal Tournament? I thought it was interesting. I haven't played Unreal Tournament in like so fucking long. So I couldn't say much about it. So I enjoyed the concept that they had in that episode with the robots and shit. I thought that was kind of cool. Turdina Ferguson says, evening fellas, who's going to loosen those pocketbooks? That's wild. Goji the King, member for 1 month. Shout out. Appreciate you. Says the kidney removal went well. I can afford another month of support. I poo in a bag now, but I get to be here for another month. Hail the epic verse. Thank you, Goji. I appreciate you. 3 pumps and a squirt. No, nothing like that. I wonder if Titus has For the Emperor tattooed on the inside of his eyelids. He must, bro. The Be Right Back grift, eh? Gotta love the classics. All right, show's over. Good night, everyone. That's crazy. What's up, James M. Davis? Part we pretend to leave, but is still monitoring chat to make sure we pay our tithe to the Meek Imperium. That's crazy. All right, let's real quick here, because I know that, like, we got to get into this, but I want to talk about the trailer for Superman. So let's go check that out. Let's pull this up. This is the teaser for Superman. All those confirmed. The teaser trailer for Superman is going to be like 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. That's a pretty hefty trailer. I got shit in my hair right there. That's a pretty hefty trailer. So I'm not going to complain about it. You know, if it was like a teaser for like a 1.5 minute trailer or something, I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing? But all right, let's check this out. Okay, first thing I want to talk about real quick. So like this is really early. So like this right here, this graphics and stuff like that, this is not the final product for this. This is 100% very early done like stuff. Also, I'm seeing a lot of people talk about that this looks like it was cheaply shot. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I don't know what people are seeing. But like there's no way that this is like a cheaply shot thing. Like it, I don't know. I just don't understand what the point of that is. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the set design. I'm looking at everything in the back. To me, this looks more like a news office, with the exception of being like a realistic news office, because a lot of those places are fucking empty now because of layoffs. But like, this looks like that to me. Also, the costumes kind of look timeless already. It doesn't look like you couldn't, like, obviously because of the TVs and stuff, you know that it's set during our time, but like you can't tell. Like, look at the chairs, the colors of the chairs, the colors of like her dress, things like that. That is trying to evoke that 70s image feel to people. That is an intentional thing. I don't think see, that's the thing. I don't think the color grading looks bad. I think people are just not, there's a lot of, it looks like clashing here. It's probably because they haven't finished the editing. They probably just took it and shot. This is probably like rough cut with like a little bit of editing done to it. Okay, but like the color schemes in it, I think are kind of cool. And that's definitely them trying to evoke the feeling of like a 70s. I talked about this yesterday, like that kind of neo-utopian like cityscape or whatever that they have in the original or in the TV series, Superman animated series. That's what Metropolis has as a feeling. The deco, art deco 30s. Like, I think that's what they're trying to evoke there a little bit. So, and then there's Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. I love Rachel Brosnahan as an actress. She was in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she was awesome in that. And I know this kid is Jimmy Olsen, so it'll definitely look different. There's no way. That's definitely supposed to look and feel like the Richard Donner Superman. You know, and then like this here, this is like these kind of shots. This is probably actually an outside shot with actual lighting and stuff like that. And so, yeah, some of the stuff probably hasn't been fully edited yet, but. And then somebody yelled and screamed that this was Perry White. This is not Perry White. This is not the actor playing Perry White. This is just a random fucking dude. But like you can see those chairs are retro. The desks are a little bit more modern, but that color scheme is like straight out of the fucking 60s and 70s, bro. So are these chairs. So I was an extra when they shot the Superman in Cleveland, so hopefully I can pick myself out when I watch the movie. Well, make sure you let us know. And then we got this shot here of him flying, which they use apparently drones to do the shots, I think. So What's up, my creative arsenal? What's up, Gun Ho Mac? Looks like it was shot on a phone for a Twitter upload. Well, they definitely shot this. This is vertical. They definitely shot that vertical. But like, yeah, this right here, this is definitely like a B-roll shot that they got like probably with the secondary team. And so this is probably not even fully edited yet, or, you know. I will say this, James Gunn's not stupid. When is it supposed to come out? 2025? Yes, next year. James Gunn's not stupid. He intentionally wanted it to look like this. He would not have released this teaser. He had no reason to release this teaser until he thought he was ready for it. So if it feels a certain way, it's probably intended to feel this way. So we're definitely going to talk about the teaser tomorrow. I know everybody's going to be freaking out about it. It's probably going to set the internet on fire. But I think that is exactly what they need to go for. That's what they need to have happen. And this is like all of his DC universe is riding on this movie doing well. The lighting could be better. Yeah, I just don't think that I don't think that they had that ready. I just don't think that they had it all finished up. But I think that that's on purpose. I wonder if the people on their cell phones would be from a scene with the iconic car lift. It might be. We need to give him my creative arsenal seatbelt. He keeps falling out of chat. We'll just lock him in so he can't leave. I dig a more retro style. Yeah, it looks like it's filmed on a Razr flip phone. I don't think it looks that bad. I haven't watched a new Superman movie since Superman Returns because I can't trust him to do Superman right. I like Man of Steel a lot, but I get it if you don't, if you don't trust it. I like Man of Steel a lot, but if you're like a fan of Richard Donner Superman, just go watch those or watch Superman animated series. Superman animated series is fucking rad. I think it gives Uncanny Valley vibes to those of us who grew up in the 70s, 80s because the image is too clear and clean. That's fair. I definitely know it's not set in the 70s, or at least as of what I know right now, it's not. Well, no, because of the TVs and stuff, it couldn't be set in the 70s, so. The lighting could be better. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, the color grading is a little bit. I just don't think they were finished. I think it's still early edit. I think it'd be cool to see a superhero film where the filming isn't touched up and edited. Raw footage, with the only editing needed being for superpowers and special effects, of course. Give it a feel of reality. There is a movie that came out. Now, it's not a proper superhero film, but it is a good one called... Oh shit. It was done by Josh Trank. Somebody's gonna know the name of it before I even look it up. Fucking hell. Chronicle. Yeah, so he did Chronicle. That had Michael B. Jordan, Dane DeHaan, and then another guy. Anyways, and that was all like shot like viral footage. It was like shot with like camera phones and shit like that. Like everything that was happening was shot from the perspective of like a real person, or supposed to be like a real person. Or like, so like there's camcorders, like handheld camcorders, news cameras, cell phones, all that shit. And that's how they shot the whole film. That was a really interesting concept. Like 3 friends that get superpowers and what happens between all of them. I thought that was kind of a rad idea. So, but I do agree. It would be cool to see like an interesting kind of more grounded. And when I say grounded, I think everybody assumes like gritty and stuff. It's like, no, like just, but I got what you're saying with like one that's just feels like more, not as flashy, but like kind of just, I don't know. I don't like the music. I know a lot of people didn't like the music. So I agree with Mike. James Gunn is not stupid. This was intentional. Yeah, it was 100%. The tagline is great. Look up can mean a lot of things. Yeah. I just can't get past the suit. Even if the movie is good, I'm just going to be wishing the suit was a classic suit. That's fair. I'm really interested to see what the suit looks like on camera. So I don't like Superman as a character. A lot of people don't. I love Superman. So I've only seen Superman Returns in high school. I haven't watched it. It's been probably like 10, 12 years since I've watched it. Zincat says arrived late, but I'm here. Well, I appreciate you being here, Zincat. I love new Superman movie. Like Gamora loves Peter Quill. Not at all. That's wild, Poe baby. Superman animated series is peak Superman. That's true. Raul and T says, you were really good at reviews, Mike. I saw your review of The Substance and it was good. Also, director of Substance likes my artwork. Really? That's rad. Yeah, she's a good director. I appreciate that. I need to do more reviews. I get busy and then I forget to do them. And then like, it's been like a week since the movies come out and I'm like, oh, nobody's going to fucking watch those. But I need to just remember that people watch my shit to support me too. And also I just need to rant about it. So, Valkyria Winter says, hail and skull with vodka. Shout out Valkyria Winter. They need to follow up Superman with a Joker movie that is wholly about Joker, establishing his well-deserved reputation. Cody Higginbotham, thank you for the follow. I think they need to leave Joker alone for honestly. I like Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. I don't give a F if D-Dud Cobra hates on it. Yeah. Three guys with powers. Yeah. They get like superpowers. They get like they get telekinesis, flight, and a couple other things. So, popular opinion: Superman the animated series is my definitive adaptation of Superman. I don't think that should be an unpopular opinion. Stone Cold's beer cooler, give me a hell yeah. I don't think that should be an unpopular opinion. I think Batman the animated series and Superman the animated series are some of the best iterations of those characters. So, Rough Night says, if it were at me, I would use some period-appropriate anamorphic lenses to evoke the feel of those older films. I mean, that makes sense. It'll be really interesting to see what this trailer looks like, and it'll be even more interesting to see if that's actually reflective of what the movie even looks like. So, if it's entertaining, I'll be all aboard a new DC universe. Yeah. How Superman gets defeated by Blank Man. Blank Man's undefeatable, so. What are you talking about? Most films in the past 20 years are super realistic. Yeah, what they're saying is like it's like a super realistic like filming style. Like a lot of these movies, like Marvel movies and stuff, are very stylized. Even with the new stuff, like there's like this washed out grayscale that they add to everything. That's a really common thing that happens in modern cinema and stuff. It's like, but when you go back and like rewatch like a show like The Incredible Hulk, or go back and rewatch like Wonder Woman. I know they had limited budgets, but the idea behind them and the way they felt real. There was like a really like there was like a cool like I could be right there with these people feel to it, and that's a film. You can do that with filming techniques. So, but not that first person perspective, too shaky. Yeah, I agree. That makes sense. Russian Bot says, Mike, can my family come home yet? I will release your family to come home. Laughing Man says, I can hear the hostages in the basement. Oh my God. I like giving it a more retro vibe to make it seem more old-fashioned and genuine. Just classic Americana. Just Superman to a T. If he does drop the ball, probably for the sake of dumb jokes. Yeah, he did say that there's going to be humor, but he said that this is probably going to be even less humorous than like Guardians of the Galaxy. My thing is, if he can strike that balance really well, James Gunn could really do something special here. I'm concerned for sure because there could be too many jokes, and you don't take Superman seriously, and he becomes a joke and goofy, and then too serious, and everybody will go, why didn't you just keep Henry Cavill? So he's got to strike a really interesting balance. So I'm gonna remember the Batman/Superman Adventures cartoon. Oh yeah. Noticing a lot of this chat joins my live streams. This is one cool community. Everyone here is awesome. Hell yeah, man. We support each other for sure. Superman and Batman the animated series and Batman Beyond and Justice League Static Shock the animated series are still all good shows to watch. Absolutely. And they're all connected. Superman and the animated series, Batman animated series, Batman Beyond, and Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock are all set in the same universe. Actually, I don't know. Static Shock. He had a crossover with Batman Beyond. Yeah, it's the same universe. So yeah, that's all the same universe, which I think is really rad. So the only Superman I watched was with George Reeves. Christopher Reeve or George Reeves? Because that's like, George Reeves like the 1920s Superman. So, or 1940s Superman. So I don't think they're going to dress him in the spandex pajamas Reeves wore. The new suit is at least somewhat modern and believable. Yeah, I just know a lot of people don't like that high collar on it and stuff like that. So it remains to be seen whether or not it'll look good on camera. So, I love Superman. Have my whole life. He's my favorite superhero. That's why I'm concerned about the film. That's fair, man. Um, I haven't really cared about DC movies in some time. I do enjoy most of Arrow and the Flash seasons 1 through 3. That's really it. That's fair. I like Arrow seasons 1. Like I had my gripes about season 1. And also Justin Hartley is my favorite Green Arrow, and I think that he deserved more. But yeah, Arrow season 1. Season 2 is phenomenal. It's so fucking good. And then season 3 was okay. Like, it was good at times, but it had some issues. That's when we started getting the Felicity and Friends issue. And then the Flash season 1 is like one of the best seasons of superhero television. I love the Flash season 1. Even with their budgetary constraints and stuff, I just had a really good time with it. And that fucking finale is so good. Season 2 was okay. It was good, but it rehashes a lot of season 1. And then season 3 kind of got a little messy for me. So, have they got a Batman yet? No, they don't, Ace Bannington. I was actually talking about that yesterday. James Gunn kind of implied that they probably won't have a Batman until Matt Reeves finishes his Batman series. Which means we might not get Batman until 2030, which I think is bullshit, but it is. If they're trying not to confuse people with multiple Batman projects at the same time, then they're gonna wait. And Matt Reeves is taking too fucking long just to get one other movie out. And if you guys, if anybody thinks that he's gonna get the second one done and then immediately roll out the third one, you're kidding yourself. There's no way that that's gonna happen unless he forces himself to film it all back to back. But I don't think he has enough understanding or direction with that character and what he wants to do with that character to film anything back to back. I don't think he knows what he wants to do with this trilogy at all. He can say all day long he's following it, or he's trying to follow his original plan, but there's no way that he is. There's absolutely no way. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but and we're likely going to see Batman with like the blue suit is my guess. So do what Ryan does, make videos while you're streaming. That's fair. I have thought about that. I have even clipped and stuff, but then I forget about it too. So the entire teaser made me think this is what it would look like if social media existed in the 70s and Superman announced himself to the world. That's an interesting concept. I like that. Reset the cripple. That's actually pretty good. The show about Magic Johnson and Lakers had about the look I'd want. I haven't seen that actually. Hi, Emily Kruger. Welcome in. Linda says, we are pretty awesome. You are pretty awesome. Also, 174 people watching. Remember, like the stream. Would you kindly do? Are you serious? There's 174 people watching the stream right now? Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, that's... I'm humbled. I have no idea why you guys like to watch my shit so much, but I very much appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys and talking with you guys. I love doing chat streams. Honestly, I love playing video games. That's my jam, but I love chat streams and just talking with you guys. So, Static Shock was fucking great. Yeah, I love Static Shock. It was so good. And yeah, I don't know, man. They just completely dropped the ball showing that off too, so. Static Shock also showed up in Justice League Unlimited with the episode where the villain was fucking with time. Yeah, that's true. Wasn't he an adult then? Are there any superhero fights you really like? Yeah, there's a couple really good superhero fights that I like. I love Iron Man versus the Iron Man. The whole of plant like fight on Titan with Thanos. I love all of that fight. But Doctor Strange, specifically getting to see what Doctor Strange can do in a fight, and then also watching Iron Man, that's a really good one. Captain America Iron Man fight is also a really fucking great one. I actually like the Batman versus Superman fight and Batman versus Superman. I think it's kind of rad. That's another one that I kind of dig. Trying to think off the top of my head here. Trying to go through like different superhero movies and different superhero fights like that. The Batman warehouse scene from Batman vs Superman is fucking rad. It's one of the best Batman action sequences we've ever gotten. And that's it's funny because there's also like I love in the Batman 1989 Batman when he's like fighting the Joker's henchman or whatever, and you get to see him doing like actual martial arts and shit. I think this stuff is rad. It's just, once again, it, you know, we watched it and we kind of gave it a pass with like his stiff neck because it was still really fucking cool. But like when he fights, he does this a lot. He's like uh 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 because he can't fucking turn his head or whatever. I thought that shit is funny to me now, but I do think it's really cool. It was cool to watch Batman do martial arts and stuff. That's a really fucking good one. There's a lot of cool like superhero fights like that. There's some really cool shit in like Arrow and the Flash as well. The Arrow versus Flash, those two throwing down with each other was pretty great because obviously Arrow doesn't have any superpowers, so he's at a massive disadvantage fighting the Flash. And then when the Flash stops fucking with him, he's just like, I'm done. Like, we're done. And you get to see that, and I kind of love that shit. So, that was a really good one. Remember when Ben Affleck played George Reeves in that flick? I do remember that. I haven't seen that movie, but I do know that he played George Reeves. So, Double Hawk says, I have a really hot take. Here we go. The Batman animated series is boring AF. I thought that when I was a kid, and I still think that now. That is a very fucking hot take. I think Batman animated series is one of the greatest, like, cartoon series ever made. Probably the best. I think it's one of the best Batman iterations we've ever seen. And yeah, that's definitely a hot take. That is very much a hot take, man. Yeah. Batman animated series is, to me, goated. It's one of the best shows of like all time. I feel like season 3 is where all superhero shows started to fall off. Yeah. Except for like Supergirl. Supergirl had one okay, decent season in season 1, and then season 2 just fell fucking apart. It was a mess. I forgot about the Zeta project that was a spinoff for Batman Beyond. I never heard about that. Interesting. The DC animated universe is one of the best superhero verses ever put on picture, better than 1 through 3 phases of Marvel. I've heard that. I've only seen a couple of the animated projects out of there, so. Favorite comic book fights. There's some good ones. There was one that I really liked. There was a comic where, I don't remember the name of it now, where Spider-Man got in a fight, had to fight the Juggernaut. And he ended up like encapsulating him in concrete to like beat him or whatever. But I always loved Spider-Man because like Spider-Man fights, because people forget how much of like a badass like Spider-Man actually is. Like when he actually focuses and like bears down and starts like no shit, no, like not playing with your shit anymore. Spider-Man can fuck a lot of people up. He's not even like super high in the strength rating, but he's a lot stronger than people realize he is, and people don't realize how much he's holding back all the time. But that was a good one, him fighting the Juggernaut and being able to get the edge over on the Juggernaut is pretty rad. Like that's a tough feat because the Juggernaut is no fucking joke, man. Typically he is a multi-hero fight, but like, yeah, that one. I haven't read all of World War Hulk, but like I said, I didn't grow up reading a ton of comic books. I have comic books and where I could get a hold of them, but I do remember reading the last few issues of like World War Hulk where he fought Sentry and those two like fucking threw down. I thought that was great. That was rad. So Double Hawk, Rough Night says, Ben, is that you? To Double Hawk? That's really funny. George Reeves in the Adventures of Superman was great as both Superman and Clark Kent, much like Dean Cain and Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman. That's awesome. Yeah, we've actually, some of the best Superman live action iterations that we've gotten, or like some of the, like, I think overall, because it's not, there's not a, I wouldn't say they're a mixed bag, but I don't know. Lois and Clark, the animated, the New Adventures of Superman, and then like the recent one, Superman and Lois is really fucking good. I haven't watched this last season yet, but I love season 1 of Superman and Lois. Season 2 is okay. And then there was a little bit of dragging in season 3, but for the most part, I really liked season 3 of Superman and Lois. And I have not watched the newest season, but I've heard it's really fucking good. So, Superman versus Frieza, who wins? Superman. It's not even close. Yeah, Superman blitzes Frieza like out of existence. It's not even fucking close. Like there's no, well, Frieza could do, no, there's none of that. Like it's not even close. It's the same with this whole Superman versus Goku thing. It's not close. Superman fucking wipes with Goku. Superman beats Goku into a fucking pulp. He doesn't even beat him into a pulp. He just blitzes his shit and he's done. Like, yeah. Yeah. Superman is stupidly powerful. So, look, Colin Farrell said he was signed up for multiple movies, 2 or even 3 more. He is. It's not that they don't have an idea for it or like that they didn't sign contracts for it, but that's actually pretty typical. They'll say, hey, we're going to do a trilogy of these movies or we're planning on a trilogy, so we'll sign people to multiple movie contracts and stuff like that. But Matt Reeves does not have a clear idea of what he wants to do with Batman, and you cannot convince me otherwise. So, I've heard the idea of doing a Green Lantern movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart as a buddy cop movie. It's basically Lethal Weapon in space. Yeah, I know they're doing a series right now. They're working on a series, Green Lantern series, which is going to be pretty cool. So, Double Hawk says, I have takes that would make Ben look mild at best. That's pretty wild, man. Charles Evane says, James Gunn should just have Pattinson be Batman at this point. I don't know, might be an unpopular opinion. I don't think Pattinson would make a good Batman. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I don't think Pattinson would make a good Batman. I think he is too, I think he's too tiny. I think he doesn't have the screen presence to carry this. I think that if what I think is about to happen, and I think the direction that James Gunn is going, he is not going for a grounded, gritty, realistic approach to these characters. He is going for a very fantastic, very nostalgic vibe with these characters that I just don't think the gritty reboot version of Pattinson works as. I just don't. Yeah. The more I watch the Batman, the less I am convinced of that Batman could be in a multiverse. I just don't see it. You have to have a level of there has to be a level of exaggeration with these characters, specifically like Batman, to make him work with the Justice League. That's why Ben Affleck's Batman kind of works, because there is a exaggeration to him. He is not just a really strong guy in a bat suit. He is peak physical human. Like, and you see that, and it feels like that when you're watching him, because he has to feel that way in order to feel like he's not going to immediately get fucking murked the second that like something happens. Like, nobody is going to like, if you think about Henry Cavill's Superman versus Christian Bale's Batman, those two fighting, it's not close. Like it's not like, you're not gonna, you wouldn't believe that Batman could beat Henry Cavill Superman with no powers. Like, he just doesn't have that vibe. He's like a really skilled martial artist in our world. He can punch really fucking hard. He can knock you out with punches and all that shit, but he's not exaggerated. He's not like larger than life. He's more like a ninja in that feel. The thing that I really like, and the reason I like the DCEU or parts of it, and the reason I love Batman or Ben Affleck's Batman, is because his character feels larger than life and he feels like the interpretation in DC is that these characters are gods amongst humans, because that is often what is portrayed in like DC comics, is that they're like gods amongst men. Then like Batman should be like Odysseus in the Odyssey. He should be a regular man, but he should be larger than life. He should captivate people. He should stand a head taller than everybody. He should be stronger than all men. You know, he should be able, like, part of in the Odyssey, there's the part where when he goes back to his island, what his wife, in order to like to stall the suitors that were trying to vie for her hand, she told him that they had to string his bow, which no man was strong enough to do, and then they had to shoot this arrow through the eye of the ring of these axes, like straight through it. And if anybody could do that, then she would marry that person. And nobody was strong enough to do it. So then when Odysseus shows up and he's disguised by Athena or whatever, and he fucking strings his bow because he's strong enough to do it and shit like that, it's because he's a head above most men. He could tangle with people like Achilles, you know, in the Iliad and stuff like that. That is what Batman represents in the DCEU. He's a larger than life human. He is the epitome of humans. It's like, that's why in that fight with Superman, when he's thrown down with Superman and he goes like, "You're not brave. Like, men are brave." The whole concept there is you don't have any risk there's no risk to you. You're bulletproof. You're extremely strong. Nobody can hurt you. And so you don't give a shit about people, and you going out there and saving people isn't you risking your life and being brave. It's just you doing what you can do with your powers. Men are brave because men risk their lives every day to do the same shit that Superman is doing at the risk of losing their lives. That was the concept. Even the idea of, can you bleed? Like, a man being able to make a god bleed. And then it's actually, they talk about it in the MCU. If you can make God bleed, the people will cease to believe in him. Like, the whole concept was, hey, if I as a regular man in a suit can fight toe to toe with Superman and I can make this fucker bleed, then there's a chance that we have to survive as a species. That kind of a concept is really interesting, and it's what makes characters like Batman work. Pattinson's Batman is not larger than life like that. I don't believe that somebody couldn't just walk up to that fucker on the street and put him down. Like, I just don't believe that. Unless he's in his bulletproof bat tank suit that can, like, take him, you know, paragliding off the top of a building and hitting a bus at 200 fucking miles per hour. Because he does that in the movie. So, anyways, that's why I don't think he would fit really well into that universe. I think whatever Batman character they come up with, for that James Gunn's going to come up with, he has to be exaggerated, he has to be larger than life, and he has to feel like he can tango with the rest of the Justice League, whether it is through his gadgets and his money, but it also has to feel like, because remember, Batman himself, I know it's a fucking asshole, I know it's super ridiculous plot armor, but Batman himself dodged Darkseid's Omega beams. I think he's the only person, I know he's one of the only, if the only person that has ever dodged his Omega beams. And Darkseid was like, all right, listen, man, I gotta give it to you. I fucking despise pretty much everybody, and I definitely am above you in every way, shape, and form, because you're a disgusting, filthy human being, but that was fucking impressive. I gotta give it to you. That was on point. If you're a human being and Darkseid is giving you props, you know you are better than everyone else. So, anyways, that's my fucking rant on Batman. My favorite DC character is really Deathstroke. Dude, Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke would have been fucking rad to watch. Matt Reeves is waiting for more actual movies to rip off for his next Batman film. Fucking preach, bro. Fucking preach it. Oops.
Ooh, kill him!
That. Just let him fucking know. Knock him out, bro. Somebody needs to tell Matt Reeves to fuck off. All right, I gotta catch up on chat. So, my creator also says, I'm here for the fro, honestly. I respect that. Random Acts of Animation says, I'm listening while I animate. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. We love staring at Mike's poop. Yikes. Like how Shock took on the Joker when he teamed up with Batman, right? Dude, Static Shock's no fucking joke. Hulkbuster fight was great. That was a good fight too, yeah. Yep. The Hulkbuster fight was a really good one. The bank fight in Spider-Man 2. That was another one. Fuck. That was the one. Nope. Top tier, best fight, best superhero fight of all time, hands down. And I can't believe I forgot it. That's fucking on me for this. Is the Doc Ock Spider-Man fight in Spider-Man 2. It is the best fight scene. There has never been anything that has topped it. I can't believe I didn't even bring that one up. I was trying to think through movies, and I was working back through like the MCU and shit. Yeah, the train fight is, I think, untouched. Like those two throwing down, that whole sequence, that whole fight is so fucking cool, man. Sissy says, I'm here because I like your takes. Well, thank you, Sissy. I appreciate that. Jerry D. Sill says, oh man, you guys are being too kind. You're my favorite geeks and gamers, Epic Mike. Dita Cobra, okay. Looks too much like Ella DeGeneres. Do you agree? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. We call him D-Day DeGeneres now. It's fun, but I don't care how much prep time Batman has. Supes can take him out before he ever knew it hit him. Yeah. I'm here because I like what you think. Thank you, Sissy. I appreciate that. Have you seen the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker animated movie? I have. I have seen that. So, I'm Batman. I can't turn my head, right? Batman the Animated Series is the best version of the character to me. It's just a great show, well written. The best version of Batman to me is the Arkham City Batman, the Arkham game Batman, because he's kind of an amalgamation of a lot of different Batmans, but he's primarily influenced by the animated series Batman. But regardless, outside of the video games, yeah, Batman animated series is the best Batman project ever. I love Batman the Animated Series when it first came out, but Warner Brothers really drove that art style in the ground. That's true. It's not a hot take among younger crowds. A lot of people can't be objective about Batman the Animated Series. I have nostalgia for the series, but I can also see its issues. Yeah, I mean, it's got some issues, but overall, dude, the writing in that show is fucking phenomenal. Even the writing itself is so fucking good. Heart of Ice is such a fucking great episode of television, not just of animated television, not just kids TV, of television, period. Dude, Mr. Freeze is so fucking, pun intended, cold, bro.
Stay cool, bird boy.
Not that Mr. Freeze. That's the wrong Mr.
What
Freeze.
killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. The Iceman cometh.
Not that one. How did Agents of Shield end? I remember one saying that's one staying good. Agents of Shield kind of jumped the shark a little bit in the last two seasons. They fell prey to a common thing that happens with television shows, is that they can't say goodbye to characters. Like you want actors to stay working, you get attached to them, you like them, you don't want them to lose work, you don't want them to not be around. And they kept Coulson around too long. There's a couple things that happened in that show, and Coulson was around way too long in the show. And it did affect the show negatively. But it was fine. It ended okay. I wouldn't say it ended amazingly well, but it ended okay. They also had fucking Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, and then was it season 5 of that show? That was fucking rad. And then Johnny Blaze is also in it for like a brief second. So Double Hawk says, just okay, you're still one of my favorite people despite your love of cake and Batman animated series. Double Hawk, we appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you just stating your opinion, man. You didn't have to. So 80s Teen Titans comics is fantastic. Pretty much the catalyst for DC getting more serious about their whole storytelling as a whole. Gotcha. I never read the 80s Teen Titans comics. I'll have to check them out though. Meek, watch Spectacular Spider-Man, Wolverine, and the X-Men and Earth's Mightiest Heroes with your kids. I'll love it. I'll have to check that out. I love the Spider-Man animated series. That was also a good one. And I loved X-Men. X-Men 97 was good. I don't think X-Men 97 was like phenomenal. I do think it was really well done though. It's very well done. The stories are very intense. More intense than I expected them to be. I'm not a super huge fan of the animation style in X-Men 97. But there was some really cool shit in there. And X-Men 97 falls prey to something that I also had an issue with X-Men, the animated series, and that it feels like storylines wrap up way too quick. I feel like that was the kind of show that could have had much longer story arcs within their series. I mean, they do have longer story arcs, but like, you know, they'll introduce a character like Mr. Sinister and he be like dealt with in like 2 episodes. And like, dude, this guy's like a real fucking problem. Like, and they're like, nah, he's good, you know, and stuff like that. But X-Men the animated series is great. So there's a difference that people mess up all the time. The DC animated universe is Batman the animated series to Justice League Unlimited. The DC animated movie universe is the most recent one, starting with Flashpoint. Gotcha. Okay. And I haven't seen a lot of the animated movie universe. I'll have to check them out, though. I know they're on Max, and maybe I'll just go through and start watching them. I'll start at Flashpoint, work my way through. So, what's up, Guinea Pig with a fanny pack? Thor's first fight with Beta Ray Bill. Another one that comes to mind is old Captain America versus Batroc fight. That is peak Jack Kirby. That's awesome, man. All right, I gotta catch up with the chat. Did you ever see the Superman versus Goku death battle? Shit's incredible. Yeah, I've watched all of those, and it's pretty good. Disprove says, I liked in Superman and Lois the dinner scene where Clark goes up to a man. Did you threaten my wife and child? And the guy tried to fight him. Yeah, I do like that one a lot too. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, like you're not even on my fucking level, bro. Goku gets tired. Superman does not. That's true. Zeta Project was about a robot that could take on the appearance of a human who's paired up with a young girl on the run from evil scientists that want to capture them, and Batman Beyond shows up. Oh, that's cool. Are Superman's powers variable of overcoming keys? Superman has been floored by pretty strong, not overly powerful guys. Well, ki is not magic inherently. It's your life energy, so it wouldn't really like hurt Superman in the same way that like magic would. And Superman's not weak to magic, he's vulnerable to it, which means magic can hurt him like it can hurt other people, but Superman's still really resilient even against magic. So I would love to see a max powered Superman movie, dude just raging against evil. Yeah, that'd be great. Do we have to spy which iteration of Goku now? Early Goku, Superman hands down. Super Saiyan God Goku, pretty even. Ultra Instinct Goku wins. I don't think he wins even that Ultra Instinct. I don't think he wins. Beampad says, peace out, Mike. If I don't catch you before, have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate it.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Pattinson is too lanky to beat Soups. Yeah. Russian Bot for 2 says, what's the best DBZ saga? The Cell Saga. Cell Saga. Hands down. It's the Cell Saga. Yeah. And close second. Thank you for the 2, by the way, Russian Bot. It's the Cell Saga is the best. I know Frank the Tank doesn't like the Cell Saga. Cell Saga is the best saga in that whole series. And then the second best one is the Frieza Namek saga. Yeah. When, and what, I don't remember when that is. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? Fuck, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was in the Cell Saga. Where Vegeta like tells Goku like, yo, like, he's like, you can't lose. Like, you have to win. Like when he gives his fucking speech about like, you know, I was a prince, like, and all that shit. And like, basically just telling Goku like, yo, you cannot fucking lose this fight because like of where we're from and our people being wiped out and all that stuff like that. That dude, that shit is so fucking good. But yeah, the Cell Saga and the Frieza Saga are fucking amazing. And Goku going Super Saiyan is one of the best moments in all of anime. So, Sergeant Sodomy says, "Shut up, Mike, or I'll use you as a test subject." No. I refuse. I refuse. Would Superman be willing to kill Frieza? I don't know yet, actually. It would depend. I think he'd beat Frieza to a pulp, but Pattinson isn't a good Batman or Bruce Wayne. I agree. If you had the power to pick the next Batman, who would you pick? Armie Hammer. I know he eats people and he's kind of a freak and he's kind of a Hollywood weirdo, but he would be a great Batman and a great Bruce Wayne. I think he would absolutely fucking kill it. Boo Saga's a good one too. I like the Boo Saga. I love Dragon Ball Z in general, but yeah. Popeye beats the entire Marvel and DC lineup, no problem. Yeah, Popeye is next level powerful. What's up, Spirian? How you doing, man? Adam West is the most comic accurate live action Batman we've ever gotten. I only partially agree with that. Matt Reeves had no interest in making Batman movie. He read the wiki and copied better movies. 7. That's I don't disagree with you. I really don't. Would you rather bounce on Diddy's meat missile or eat a soggy pancake? I'm eating soggy pancakes, man. Ain't no bouncing on Diddy's nothing, man. That's wild. Does DB Super Goku beat 1920s only jump Superman? Yeah, he fucking clears that guy. Yeah, that Superman is like barely bulletproof too. Like he's bulletproof, but he's not that strong. Like he's strong, but he's not that strong. 1920 Superman was not that strong. Golden Age Superman fucking clears with Goku. It's not close. Golden Age Superman is so stupidly powerful. Like it's not close. He can fly across the universe in like 10 minutes. And people go, well, instant transmission, that's teleporting. That's not moving that fucking fast. You guys, people just don't understand how strong Golden Age Superman was. He even overcame he became resistant to kryptonite. He just had no weaknesses at all. Yeah. All right, Mike, I get it. Damn, you've convinced me. Fuck Pattinson. I don't want you to hate Pattinson's Batman. If you like it, that's cool, man. I get it. But I think he's an affront to what Batman is supposed to be. And because he doesn't do anything, like Matt Reeves and his Batman they were this close to actually nailing the world's greatest detective Batman, which is a different take. But instead, we got a shittier version of Christian Bale's Batman. And I'm not even kidding you with that. As I've watched those movies again and then watched them compared to the Batman, he is a shittier version. The idea of a grounded, realistic version of Batman was done better in Christopher Nolan's films than in Christopher Reeve's Batman. If he had gone with the world's greatest detective and if he had gone with a noir detective mystery solving Batman with like some action, you can have some action in there, let him tussle with a couple bad guys or whatever and all that stuff, that's fine. But like, that's not what they did. They added in all this other bullshit about him being almost invulnerable to anything that happens to him and all that stuff. They removed the stakes. The idea of a Batman who is just a really fucking great detective, and he's also kind of a ninja, would have actually encapsulated more of the animated series Batman than any other Batman has done up to this point. And instead, he chose to go in the direction of making him a worse version of Christian Bale. So, you know whose character isn't exaggerated at all? Epic Dog Eater Mike. Hail, y'all. That's wild, dude. B-Man says Beardo equals Batman. That's crazy. What's up, Isaac? Welcome in, man. Like a Numenorian from Lord of the Rings. What's up, Tenacious Detecting? I gotta catch up. So, Batman vs Superman was enjoyable. I'd die in the hill. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I still like it. I don't think it was a masterpiece though. Epic Mike is on fire. Are you guys late on payment? There's nobody. Mikhail versus Media says, hail Mike, hail the chat. Keep up the awesome convos. Jeremy wishes he could make a point like this. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Mikhail versus Media. Sorry I missed you, buddy. VVS was good. Nothing wrong with a movie full of fighting and action. Yeah. Batman is smart. Somebody tell Nolan. See, that's the thing. Batman's actually, well, Christian Bale's Batman in Batman Begins is okay. His Batman in The Dark Knight is actually really fucking smart. He's actually very intelligent. And he actually does like a lot of shit. His tangling with the Joker and tussling with him and like pushing himself to like the very limit of what he is capable of doing as far as his emotional capacity for things is actually really great. It's why the movie works so well. So, Guinea Pig with Fanapex says he has to be the knight. He has to be fear itself. I agree. Laughing Man says, you just explained why BVS is terrible. He said Superman would beat Frieza / Goku, but Batman can put a suit on, go toe to toe with Superman, make it make sense. Well, they actually explain that, because if you watch that fight, Superman is fucking toying with Batman. He's like, yo, Batman, we need to talk. And Batman's like, you want to fucking talk? Let's fucking go. And like, he's all hyped up and hopped up on whatever drugs he's on. And Superman's like, bro, fucking stop. And he's like, sonic attack. And he's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, stop. And then he's like, no, I need to talk to you. This is important. And he's like, it's fucking important, huh? It's fucking important, huh, bitch? Let's fucking fight. It's like a little kid trying to fight like an adult or whatever. And he's talking shit. Superman's like, bro, listen, I need your help. And like, if I have to like beat your ass to get you to understand that I need your help, I'll do it. We'll fucking throw down. And then Batman goes, I have a grenade launcher, bitch. And he shoots him. And Superman's like, what the fuck? Is it fucking grenades? Is this what we're doing? And then that shit blows up. And then he gets hit with kryptonite. That's when the actual fight starts, because he fucks him up because of the kryptonite. It's the only reason that fight works, because of the kryptonite. And Batman knows that, and that's why that fight works. That's why he doesn't get immediately killed, because if Superman was actually trying to kill Batman, Batman dies. So Michael Ironside's Darkseid was the best. That Darkseid was fucking great. So Epic Mike ranting and insightful. Mike is the best. Mike, love the fact that my chat got this much traction. Yeah, I'm so fucking behind on chat now. All right, I'm gonna start catching up on chat really fast here. So Brimstone says, my favorite DC character has never been in any movie, and a small appearance in the animated series, Jason Blood / Etragan the Demon. Interesting. Josie A. Blood said, you're right. These new Batman, starting with Batman 1989, Zeus and gadgets almost make him superhuman. Looking back, the writing of a Batman character that has no protection from bullets. Yeah. And what's up, Joe? I appreciate you, bro. Batman is so peak human that he can eat processed foods and not develop food allergies. I heard there was a comic where Santa fights through apocalypse every year to give Darkseid a lump of coal. That sounds awesome. I would watch the shit out of that, bro. I was amazed Deadpool 2 had Cable and X-Force. It doesn't get enough praise for that. That's true, even if they killed the X-Force immediately. Josie, I went up Pure Light gifted a membership. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. He gifted a membership to Russell Keel. Superman wouldn't take Batman out because he would believe he could reason with him. Yeah. Random question. Does anyone remember Green Lantern, the animated series? I do not remember the animated series of Green Lantern. I just remember, what's his name? Wow. Jon Stewart from the Justice League, who's my favorite. Jon Stewart's my favorite Green Lantern. What's up, Sea of Rabbits? Welcome in, man. Hobby wants us to go to the shops. Can't miss this opportunity. Catch you next time. Well, thank you, Debbie. Ryan Salea, thank you for the follow, man. Who's the best Batman and why is it Christian Bale? I think Ben Affleck is the best Batman. But I actually, this is going to be a hot take here. I think a close second to him. I actually think they're both tied. Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton's Batman are tied for second place, because Val Kilmer does a really good job of dealing with Batman's psyche, and the idea that Bruce died in that alleyway and it's just been Batman this whole time, whereas Michael Keaton does a really good job as Bruce Wayne. Michael Keaton's one of my favorite Bruce Waynes. I love the idea. I love that he's like trying to be cool and calm and collected, but he's kind of always on the edge. Like when he grabs the fucking fire poker with the Joker, I know he's trying to distract him, but like when he's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. That's Bruce. That's what Bruce actually thinks. That's how Bruce actually feels all the time. And he has to force himself to remain calm and collected. And then when he puts on the bat suit, he can beat the shit out of whoever he wants to and get away with it because they're criminals pretty much. So Quake should have joined the Avengers instead of Miss Marvel. I agree, Resev. That would have been a great crossover, is for Quake to join. And it's funny because they introduced the Inhumans and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is why we never got an Inhumans movie, because the people at the movie studio were so petulant and petty that they were angry that they had to deal with or have any kind of be beholden in any way, shape, or form to the television shows, because I thought television was a lower form of entertainment. And so they got pissed and canceled the Inhumans movie because of that. So, Meek have a replica kryptonite spear from Batman vs Superman. That's so rad. That movie means so much to me, and Mr. Freeze is so underrated to normies. Real Batman fans know Freeze's story is so emotional, beautifully sad. Absolutely. There's actually moments with Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin, that terrible fucking movie. There are moments where Arnold Schwarzenegger actually gives kind of a nuanced performance about his wife. So, but yes, Kevin Conroy is the best Batman, period. But as far as like the live action Batmans, it's Ben Affleck, or a close second is Michael Keaton or Val Kilmer. So, speaking of Teen Titans, that 2003 show was awesome. Yeah, I used to watch. I didn't finish all of it, but I did start watching it, and I did start watching Young Justice. My sister was a really big fan of Young Justice, so some of the DCAU is on Tubi currently. Interesting. X-Men 97 is amazing. Love it. Hell yeah. Everybody, please don't watch the cheap animated DC movies before reading the quality comics they were based on. Dark Knight Returns of Batman Year One in particular. I just don't have a lot of comics. What I need to do, listen, and I don't mean this as a grift, even though I know you guys are gonna make fun of me about this. Like, I will open. I'm hopefully at the beginning of the next year, I will open a PO box. If you guys have specific comics that you think I should read or you want me to check out, send them to me. I can't promise you I'll read them right away, but I will get to them and I will read them eventually, because I don't have a ton of experience with comics. I have a lot of comics, but I don't have like a ton of comic series, like from 1 to 5 or whatever the full runs are. So, DC does their magic heroes and villains right. Make Superman sit through the Flash movie if he wants to know real pain. Batman just infects him with kryptonite, sits him in a chair, and he just watches the Flash. How much prep time does Goku have? None. Could Doctor Strange conjure an ocean of kryptonite and defeat Superman? No. He would have to... Kryptonite would have to exist in their universe, and then he would have to figure out where Krypton is and then summon it from there. I don't think so. I don't think he could do that. Cell Saga, it isn't even close. Cell Saga is the first time Gohan is in the center, is shown to be the strongest of the Saiyans. That's true. What's up, VJ the Vigilant Guitarist? Welcome in, man. Would Superman be willing to give the Joker 2 treatment if it saved lives? No, I don't. Superman doesn't normally kill people. I'm not saying no, because I don't think Superman's morality is more flexible than Batman's. I wouldn't say that. Superman doesn't typically kill people, so no. But the problem with Superman is his I'm done with your shit meter is actually, like, his tolerance for bullshit is a lot lower than Batman's. It's like Batman is like, I can't kill, it's my number one rule, so I'll do and tussle and break people's legs and all this shit like that. Superman, however, if pushed too far, will just say, you know, I'm done with this. And everybody's like, what do you mean you're done with this? And like, I know in Injustice, he kills Joker. Because in Injustice, Joker was like, I killed Lois Lane or whatever. And then he also, I think if I remember correctly, he planted like a nuclear bomb in her or something. So when she died, she blew up and destroyed a bunch of Metropolis as well or some shit. Anyways, and Superman's like, nah, I'm done. And just fucking kills Joker. Joker's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah. It's the same with Superman. Like Superman, like when he does the they become the Justice Lords or whatever. He's just like, I'm fucking done with this Doomsday shit. He just fucking lobotomizes Doomsday, and everybody's like, wait, what the fuck? You can't do that. And he's like, yeah, I can. He's like, and actually, I didn't technically kill them. They're just fucking lobotomized. So that's actually a pretty good way to deal with stuff. So then he just goes around and starts lobotomizing all of his enemies. Like, that's Superman if you push Superman too far. Superman will just fucking lobotomize you. So like Joker, and he's like, bah, ha, 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 I'm Joker, and I'm crazy, and I'm doing bullshit, and blah, 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 and I just killed 37 people, and blah, blah, blah. And Batman's like, I'll get you, Joker, and he punches Joker and beats him up and throws him in Arkham. He's like, I'll break out of here one day, and stuff like that. And then with like Superman, he's like, ah, ha, ha, Superman, I blew up a building and fucking killed somebody that you really care. I killed Jimmy Olsen, bah, ha, ha, whatever, with like acid flour or whatever. And then Superman just like grabs him, and he's just like, bzz, just fucking lobotomizes his brain. Just fries his brain out of his skull. And then Joker's just like fucking in a wheelchair the rest of his life eating liquid foods. So cannibal Batman, that's wild. John Hamm might make a good Bruce Wayne, but not a good Batman. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would love to see Army Hammer. I know Army was originally supposed to be Batman in the Justice League movie that got canceled. So what's up, Demogenai? Hey, happy early Christmas to you too, man. Thank you. Gosh, I gotta get through here. One Punch Man still beats Superman. That's true. One Punch Man beats everybody though. Because One Punch Man is, so Superman is written to be the strongest being in the universe. One Punch Man is written to be stronger than the strongest being in the universe. So they're actually recently, I know I haven't read all of the manga, but I know there's a part where he fights an enemy who basically gets empowered by like this cosmic being who gives him like a ton of fucking power. And he discovers as he's fighting Saitama, One Punch Man, that as he fights him, Saitama's power just exponentially increases to whatever level it needs to be. It's actually funny because this is a lesson that we learned. I say a lesson because it was a lesson. In a tabletop game I played with my friend who ran the game, and Anna, who's in chat earlier. I don't know if she's still watching or not, but she created a character in this superhero setting that we played in for a long time, who on paper, one of her things was she's the strongest being in the setting, physically strong, like her strength physically. And so what that meant for the rest of the players was the stronger any other player got, the stronger that character had to get. So if there was a strength scale and your strength went up to 10, that character's strength went up to 11. That character was always stronger than everyone. And so it was a lesson in power scaling, and that that sometimes there's always a bigger fish. So it's not about being the strongest fish, because you won't always be the strongest. It's about how do you utilize the resources you have available to you. It was, it was kind of cool. It was really cool. That's like a very simplified version of that whole scenario, but it was a really fucking awesome character. That character is also one of the scariest supervillains in any thing I've ever met. So, Disper, seems you're transcending the trolley problem and made something even worse. Disper's pretty good at that. Golden Age Superman was almost as powerful as Ray. Nobody's as powerful as Ray. I hate Pat Bat, says Rough Night. I like that. Justin Martins for 5 says, at least Army Hammer doesn't eat dogs, right, Mike?
Huh? Emotional damage.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Zero Gun Reveal. I mean Silver Age Superman, not Golden Age. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes, Golden Age Superman could only fly. Silver Age Superman, that was the one that was super broken. Thank you. Christian Bale's Batman wasn't even a good Batman. He was an okay Batman. I'm done with these realistic takes on these characters. I agree. Demogenai for 2. Let me get a good sound here. We always play fart sounds when people donate money. For 2 says, sup, brother? I hope you're well. Merry Xmas all. Thank you, Demogenai, for the 2, bro. I appreciate you, man. You did not have to do that, so thank you. Sorry, I'm so behind on chat, bro. I gotta catch up. I'm just gonna start blowing through chat here. I'm scrolling down. You've got me to do it multiple times. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys are happy that I have to fucking scroll down chat. I want a Dr. Midnight series. That'd be kind of rad. Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow is a very underrated casting. I agree with you, man. Scarecrow's so underutilized, which is my main problem with Batman Begins, besides that train crap. That's fair. Bale's Batman sucks. Great Bruce, though. Interesting. Kevin Conroy's the best Batman. That's true. Affleck movies, Conroy animated, yeah. Comics Dad for 10 or for 5 says, I love the G&G crew like family at this point, but you really quickly became my favorite to watch, interact with, along with Jay. Much love and respect, man. Well, dude, that's very humbling. I really do appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Being mentioned in the same vein and the same sentence as Jay, as far as like being one of your favorites, it means a lot. I very much appreciate that. I don't deserve it. I'm just a regular fucking dude, but I very much appreciate it, and I appreciate talking with you guys. So, Saint Smash over on X says, "Get the hell out of here." That's actually pretty good. That's actually one I haven't heard before. I'm actually pretty impressed. 175 likes. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Send me free shit, Beardo. No. That's not what I'm trying to do. Meek the Miser asked for Action Comics 1. That's wild, dude. That's not even... Dude, you guys always take it so... you take it in such fucking different directions. That's wild. Batman kills in Tim Burton movies. That is true. He does. Yep, he absolutely does. You're 100% right, Saint Smash. Thor vs. Superman, my money's on the God of Hammers. Superman clears Thor. That's... Yeah, no, Superman fucking stomps Thor, bro. I'm sorry to tell you this. Gig Giggity says, Mike, what's going on, Gig Giggity? There's not a lot of characters that exist that could beat Superman in a fight. Dr. Manhattan is one of them. Potentially Sentry / The Void, if they're really on their game, or like if he's really on his game and he's not fucking struggling with like all of his phobias and stuff, The Void could potentially beat Superman in a fight, because he has some of his powers, like the way he can warp reality and affect things on the atomic level and stuff. He could fuck with Superman. Hyperion is basically Marvel's version of Superman. He could possibly beat Superman. He's not as strong though. Like he kind of is, but he kind of isn't. But yeah, like Dr. Manhattan fucking would kill Superman. But on principle, he won't, because Superman's actually, they discover this in the, and I haven't read all of them or anything, but I know about the story. In the series, it's not the Watchmen series, the Doomsday Clock series or whatever, where the DC universe gets like fucked up by Dr. Manhattan. They discover that Superman's like the living embodiment of hope, and he's basically like an anchor being, like in the MCU. He's like an anchor being to all realities, and that there has to be a Superman because he's the living embodiment of hope. And without that hope, those universes and stuff like that will collapse in on themselves, basically. So, did I hear sodomize? No. I'm so fucking behind on chat. Sorry, guys. Well, Superman that kills Joker in Kingdom Come to those Magog. Interesting. John Hamm was great in Baby Driver. That's true. He was good in Baby Driver. Yeah. Hamm in the Town was decent. Yeah. What's the RPG? It's the RPG. So the tabletop, the game itself, the system is called Silver Age Sentinels. There's now a second edition of that. It is built around superheroes, and it's a really cool system. And I really like the system, and it has its own lore, kind of like D&D and stuff. It has its own established lore that you can play in and play in that setting and play in that city. But our game master specifically, she created her own universe, and she did. They're kind of like comic book series. The one that she did was set in Detroit. And then we're doing a new one right now that is set in a different city. But yeah, I fucking love that superhero setting. It was really good. Streaming is so hard. No, it's not. It's so fucking easy, bro. I'm fucking stupid. I found it hard to describe my friend how strong Dr. Fate is, or can be. He's one of my favorites, but nobody knows him. Dr. Fate is next fucking level, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think people forget that, because he's like, there's a lot. If you were to compare Marvel versus DC, there's a lot more characters in DC that are stupidly broken over characters in Marvel. There's some really powerful characters in Marvel too, but it's a difference in power scaling. I would argue that DC is more powerful overall than the Marvel universe. And there's some really powerful beings in Marvel universe, don't get me wrong. But yeah. We beat Mike, says Lost Braves fan. He has to scroll all the time. He has skipped my comment at least 3 times. I'm sorry, Lost Braves fan. I feel bad, dude. We need the THX Deep Note, aka Deep Fart. But that is something you have to donate to get. I'm sorry. Mike will never catch up. I'm trying. That's why you deserve it, man. You're a regular fucking dude, just like the rest of us. Well, I appreciate that. Glennis says, got to call it a night, so have a good one, everyone. Thank you, Glennis. And thank you, Comics Dad. That is incredibly kind. Thank you, man. We beat Mike. He has to scroll 3 times to skip my comments 3 times now. That's crazy. Yeah, the THX fart is specifically a donation thing. That's one of the few things I'll actually grift on you about. Constantine could, right? I don't know. I actually don't know enough about Constantine. So Sissy says, good night, everyone. Mom's viewing us tomorrow evening. Much love to you, Sissy. We'll be praying for you. Praying that everything goes well at the viewing. And once again, we got your back. We care about you very much, so. I think Mike would stand a decent chance. His grift power is unmatched. That's crazy. England will be fine. We've never... That's pretty fucking good. England will be fine. We've never had hope. It's just like, no matter what universe, the one place Superman can't save is fucking England, because everyone's just hopeless there. That's fucking wild. Stephen Brown, thank you for the subscription. Porcupine Applesauce says, don't read this, Mike. You're wasting time. Fuck. Mike, I just realized on every $5 super chat, you get Tree Fitty. It's true. I do. Yeah. If Superman dies, do all blue power rings fail? I don't know actually how that would work. You should run it for G&D Tabletop. I really did want to run a game for G&D Tabletop. I was going to run a werewolf game for that, Werewolf the Apocalypse, and I still plan on it, but like right as I was going to pull the trigger on that, my daughter came home and my life descended into joyful chaos, because I was really happy my daughter was home, but also I was so fucking busy. So now that she's been home and now that we're getting a little bit more of a schedule, I probably will pull the trigger on a werewolf game. But I have to get to it still. So, guys, we're actually going to be wrapping it up here. Okay. We're at the 2-hour mark. It's about midnight for me. And I do got a couple things I got to do still tonight. I will check out the remind me to check out the Shadow Labyrinth thing tomorrow. Yeah, remind me to check out the Shadow Labyrinth thing tomorrow. So, all right. Mike just got grifted, right? Did you shout out Day Cobra so he doesn't cry? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I talked about Jeremy so that he didn't get upset about it. So, Mike is that guy you talk to for half an hour in public and remember such think about the conversation for the rest of your life. That is very, very kind of you. I don't feel like I'm that special, but for an awesome Deathstroke comic, look at Uncanny X-Men and the new Teen Titans crossover. Deathstroke versus Wolverine, Dark Phoenix versus Darkseid. Ooh, that would be kind of sick, bro. I'll be doing Werewolf starting in February, and I'm on the hunt for players. Well, there you go. If you guys reach out to Brimstone if you're looking to play in a werewolf game. If I had time, I would, but I don't have time. And I also don't have time to do like a longer term game, so it'd have to be a shorter term game anyways. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it here. I'm actually going over to the Shagsworth's channel. I'm gonna go show over there. They're doing a Christmas reunion special over on his channel. I'm gonna go show them some love. I promised I was gonna go over there and say hi to those guys, so I'm gonna go over there, say hi. Go check them out. Go show them some love. Hypnotic is streaming. Go show Hypnotic love. Moonskull is streaming. That's Rudai's official channel. Go there and show them some love as well. Guys, thank you for all the chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships. And thank you for the conversation. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. We'll be streaming again either tomorrow during the day or Friday afternoon. One of those two. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. But I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you so much. Go show some other people some love. Be awesome. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.